And if you want cake, then don't hate.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Hey guys, it's the Focus Podcast. I'm Marina.
And I'm Maria, and today we're just going to be talking about your online self versus your real self, going back to Twitter, and just mindfulness of what you say, especially, in today's society.
This whole debate started when I saw the news about Megan Thee Stallion being shot last Sunday. It is Friday now as we're recording this, and a lot of development has happened since then. I'm not sure if you know, Mikey, but people are saying that Tory Lanez shot her.
Lanez. What the?
Like he actually was the person who shot her.
Why would he shoot her? I'm so confuzzled.
I don't know. Okay, first of all, the hashtag for this news was hashtag who shot Megan, right? And I was like, what? What? Who?
That's so weird. Why wouldn't make it be like, I hope she's okay? Like,
Right. I hope, like, get well, Megan. Or it used to be, right, that people would be like, justice for Megan, or like some other thing, not be like, who shot Megan, you know?
Everyone's just very, I feel negative these days about everything.
Like, okay, once you know who shot her, then what? Then what are you gonna do?
Well, I feel like they do need to know who shot her to, understand what the situation is, but, I don't think that should be the first thing that, is, prioritized, if that makes sense.
You should be like, okay, how was it handled? Is she okay? How is she doing? She recovered. To the point where she had to release her own statement saying that this is what happened to her. She just got some stitches. The police came and they took her to the hospital. And do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to the point where the public couldn't wait for the official news.
Yeah, just, a lot of gossiping online. Twitter is a battlefield.
It's not just the gossip. Like, I don't have any issues with just gossip, like harmless gossip. But then when it's like about someone being like shot or someone being convicted or someone shooting someone especially, I think that you have to just leave it up to the people who are
involved in the situation.
Yeah, exactly, involved in the situation, because you're not involved in the situation. Yeah, so I don't even know. See, like, obviously, we are just reading and getting all of this information from what's being released. But the thing that we're absolutely relying on is Megan's official statement. And we're just waiting for, like, okay, is she okay? She's fine. She's alive. Okay, cool. Yes, we do need to, like, if there's, like, an underlying issue, we need to fix it. But then, as of right now, people just need to sit out. They just need to understand that sometimes they just need to sit out. They don't have to say anything. They're not entitled to say anything.
Yeah, they're saying, literally, what the heck? They're saying Tory Lanez shot her. I'm confused.
Okay, even if he did, right? Even if he did. Oh, okay, I'm gonna segue this into, like, AOA's recent scandal thing, right? We were talking about that the other day.
Oh, yeah. If you guys don't know, AOA is a K-pop group, obviously, because we like to talk about K-pop on here.
Yeah, so AOA is a K-pop girl group. They're quite long running, I would say. They are now,
I feel like 6 years or 7 years or something.
They debuted in 2012, actually. What is it now?
That's 8
years. So it's now the 8th year, and they've lost like 2 or 3 members.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3.
They were promoting as 5, and a previous member who left, Mina, posted something on Instagram saying, blasting their leader Jimin about some bullying and some harassment going on, which led her to ultimately quit the group. And a lot of people online are just now suddenly taking sides.
But But Jimin left AOA recently. Did you see that?
Yeah, she did. So now actually she has completely left, and there was a statement saying that she's going to be
She's
leaving
also,
the industry.
yeah, she's leaving the entertainment industry too. Which I think, like, I'm not saying like she deserves it, but if like, yeah, she should take like account, like responsibility for like everything she's done. So like, I think it makes sense that she steps away from all the entertainment stuff.
Yes. I do agree. See, that's the thing though. If she already has some serious consequences coming to her, right? But on Instagram, on social media, she's still a real person at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
She already got the consequences that should be coming to her officially. And this thing should be between her and Mina. And everyone's like, okay, yeah, they're celebrities, but that doesn't give you any right to.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's like a certain point where they shouldn't like butt in. It should be in between like the two main parties of like the incident or whatever happened. But I feel
Yes.
like people just like feel like they can get involved so much that they have like a say in it, and it really affects like the people involved in it because
People are saying, like, okay, Jimin bullied Mina, right?
yeah,
But the people who are going on Jimin's page, and I'm not defending her, like,
I don't think what Jimin did was right, and I know it
it
wasn't
was
right,
not right.
but I don't think you should harass Jimin either. Like it doesn't make it right.
And it's not gonna make it any better if you just, like, go up to her page and bully
Bully
her
her
too,
too.
because guess what? You're just continuing that cycle, and that's really not good.
Yeah, and it's not even like they're not even like commenting like hopefully like she learns her lesson. I really hope she grows from this. They're like, "Oh, she's such a terrible person." Like,
Everyone's calling her names and be like threatening her, especially. And I'm just like, really? Like, you've never made any sort of mistake before. It's not good for anyone's mind.
I feel like you will get hate like because like you're in the public eye, but like as like the viewers or like the fans of these people, like the netizens, there's a line where like you still have to be respectful even if you don't like the person.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't like listen to them or pay attention to their news. Just don't support like don't like put like your time and effort into stuff so they're not supported. Like you don't have to go and like comment on their page threatening them and telling them that they're not like worth anything.
You're just continuing the cycle.
You're just becoming another like person who like bullies other people. And like I feel like people don't understand that because like online it's so easy to just type like a really mean comment.
Yeah, and on Twitter, especially because online, the nuances of, like, of course, we're like, right now, we're speaking to each other and we're having a conversation. But people online, they kind of seem like, it kind of seems like the things that they say are not the kind of things that you would say in person. And I'm not even sure if those people who cover their identities online and say these things, like, would ever have the guts to say these things in person, right up to the people's face.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone definitely like they always change like online because they think they can hide behind their screen and that they think like it's okay and like oh they're never gonna like nothing's gonna happen to me anyway. But like even
Hmm.
though nothing happens to you, it affects the person's post that you're commenting on or the people like that you're talking about.
Especially since we have a lot of channels that we join, and we're like, okay, we talk about anime, we talk about things that we like, and you talk to these people weekly and be like, oh, I'm actually a student in college, and you just relate to these people. Do you think that you should be respectful about these people who are giving you the time and effort to have, to have a conversation? Does that make sense?
I mean I kind of didn't get it, but you do you.
Just saying, like, be a real person online versus, like, in real life.
Yeah, I
You
think
should be the same person.
I know it's like for me it's hard like to be exactly the same as I am in person, but I try to just like be more mindful of things I comment on. Like, would I actually say this in person? If not, like I don't think I should comment it online because other people can see it. Other people can see what you're saying. It could always come back to you. Like if you really have something to say, you can just think it in your brain. You don't have to comment it online for everyone else to see.
I remember a couple weeks ago, wasn't there that girl? that girl on TikTok or maybe like on social media that was blowing up because the school that she actually was supposed to be going for college contacted her and said that she's
Oh,
not
yeah,
going
yeah.
there anymore.
At the beginning of the Black Lives Matter movement, a lot of people voice their opinions online. Like, I think it's right that you get to voice your opinion, but like, you don't have to,
But you voiced your opinion respectfully.
yeah, respectfully, and you don't have
Do you
to.
remember what she said?
I don't remember exactly what was in the post. A lot of people were opposed to what she was saying in her post. She was against the Black Lives Matter movement, and she was supposedly going to this Christian university. I forgot the name of it. But because the post blew up so much, because everyone was like, this girl just hides behind her screen. Why does she have to say that? Like, stuff like that.
I think she was saying something very, very mean.
Yeah, she was being very disrespectful in her thing. And so people were like, someone like expose her because I know this girl, she doesn't act like this in person. And the university saw it because it blew up so much. And they like sent her a message was like, we don't want to accept you in our school anymore. We can't have people like we love all people and we can't have someone like that in our school.
Thing too. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the bullying thing, right? So everyone blasted her. She got caught, right? The whole thing was about like, okay, we need to expose this person. And yes, that was the goal. That whole goal didn't need to be achieved through you personally messaging her and telling her that you thought she needed to disappear from this world or like her opinion didn't matter.
Yeah, there's definitely a way to like have conversations online, have a debate online without personally attacking someone.
This is why they need to make like actual like debate a thing at school for people to know how to voice their opinions respectfully.
I mean, they teach it in English, but some people just don't. Yeah, people are very stubborn. Like, some people just don't listen.
Because you use that stuff in real life.
Yeah, but I think people just like in general need to be being more mindful of like what they say.
Yeah, I wouldn't say to be nicer. Like
I mean, yeah, it's hard for like
to be nicer, it's such a blanket statement that you can be like, okay, be nice. Like you can't always be nice.
it's very general and like sometimes you have to like put some aggression in your opinion, but you don't have to. There's ways you can do it respectfully and just being more mindful of what you say to others and like how this would affect other people.
Because humans are cake. All
Yes,
humans.
also, yeah, if you guys have heard of that meme blowing up, everything is cake. Earth is actually just a cake. We're living on cake. The phone you're holding is actually cake.
It's actually cake. So that's the main topic of our discussion today.
Actually,
That
we're just all cake.
that we're all cake, and hate actually just begets hate. And if you want cake, then don't hate. Hey,
Well,
hey,
she just rapped there.
bars,
I'm
spitting
sorry.
bars.
I'm sorry. I apologize for her.
Okay. In other news, let's lift up the mood here. Let's talk about Rapmon and
Yeah,
BTS.
BTS, another K-pop group, RM, Rap Monster.
Okay, so
If you haven't heard of them.
if you haven't heard of them, you might be living under a rock. But BTS has been taking over charts, and I wouldn't say they're the first K-pop group, but they're a forerunner in like this whole K-pop blow up thing.
Definitely helped.
And on Twitter, he was trending. What is it? Hashtag the sky for Namjoon, and it's just a whole thread about posting photos of the sky because he loves the sky, and he recently posted something about looking at the sky 20 minutes a day and taking a break, and that will make you happy, or that will lead to more happiness in your life. So, when was the last time you looked at the sky?
Interesting. I mean, I literally, I've been, if you guys didn't know, I've been trying to work out every single day. Like, I go to the fields near me because I want to get like some fresh air instead of just working out at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I was literally, one of my friends went with me. We were outside. They made me do sprints, and I was literally dying at the end of it. I just laid down on the grass and I stared at the sky, if that counts.
I think it counts, and I think it's always a good time to take a break. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's always good to take a breather, be mindful, take a break, because if you don't, then this is where all of like that pent up energy, pent up anger comes from. And it makes you stressed, and it makes you output all your anger on Twitter or on your respective social media and just rant and be angry at other people, which you really shouldn't be getting angry at other people who are not doing anything to you.
Well, okay. I have like an Instagram account, like the Finstar, like what are those the spam accounts that people call them?
Mhm.
And I just like I literally talk about random stuff. If I have like an opinion on stuff, I've always posted on there, like to let other people know like my views and stuff. But
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. It's on private, right?
yeah, it's only like it's a private account and only people like I know.
And only people really close to you are following that
Yeah.
or are allowed to follow that account.
And they know like I'm never like really disrespectful. I mean like I've called like other people out, but I've never like said their names on anything. I always block out their names because I don't want other people to be affected by my opinion. Like if I don't okay, I don't know how to explain that. Like I don't want.
No, because everything that you materialize out into the world and everything that you say where people can hear you, it affects them. Even now, like this whole podcast, right? Our when we were talking about this concept for what this whole thing was going to be is that we want to rant about certain things and we want to fangirl, but we want to be like fairly wholesome about it and give more perspectives, more information about what goes on in our minds so that maybe we can share these perspectives with everyone else and have them think about these things that they normally wouldn't on a regular day.
True.
Was that too deep?
Um,
That was too deep.
I think it was fine.
That just became too deep really fast.
But okay,
Anyway.
going back to looking at the sky for 20 minutes a day. I think it's different for everyone. I think he just says like look at the sky for 20 minutes. It helps him like calm down and meditate. I think you have to find your own thing where you can just be like in nature. I feel like it definitely helps being in nature, being connected.
And anything, I would say anything artistic, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Anything that helps like you like personally, it's different for everyone.
Anything that helps you focus on something that's not work related or not in your
And
regular.
it's not fast paced. I think sometimes we need to slow down.
Yes, yes. Again, that's another thing. Everything is so fast paced these days. I can't even keep up.
Yeah, literally.
Everything that's happening with the schools and the elections coming up and coronavirus and just keeping updated on like all the anime that I watch, all the games that I play. You know, that might seem like it might seem trivial to everyone listening, but see, I take that stuff seriously, and that's me. You know, that's my thing that I like to do.
Yeah.
And for me to slow down, sometimes I just let go and kind of detach, to stop, kind of just like internalize. And recently I've been cooking, which is how I've just been focusing on something else that's not music, not anything related to audio, not anything that I have to do, not anything I do with other people. It's just
Yeah, it's like
me trying to follow a recipe step by step. I got the ingredients. It smells good. Yay, about to eat it. And it makes me happy.
which like is a very shocking thing to us. Like my whole family is like, wow, she's cooking because like
It's also really shocking for me.
yeah, it's very shocking. Like she just started cooking recently.
I did. I started cooking recently because quarantine time just gave me the time, flexibility, and in my new apartment, I could just cook as much as I want. Of course, I'm lucky to have my ingredients, but yes, find something new,
Yeah, I mean like
get out of your comfort zone.
for like for me, like one of the few things I like about being living in Florida
Mhm.
is that I live really near the beach. So I would like if I like wanted to like meditate more and like be more like slow pace and just slow down my day, I would go in the morning to the beach like very early so that there's not a lot of people there and it's just you and you're literally just chilling on the beach and there's a slight breeze and I feel like that would be really, really meditating.
Mhm. I mean, for people who don't have those, I think any like window,
Yeah, just open up a
anywhere
window.
you could be like, just open up a window, or even if you don't have windows. Like in my own apartment, I couldn't open up a window because I literally lived on a basement. And I would just like sit there and look at my plants or something.
Or just or just look at your ceiling.
Sit there and organize. Oh, I would organize my closet and clean. That's the thing. Like I could just clean and organize my closet. And after that, I would be so overwhelmed with my closet that I would just be refreshed. Does that make sense? It doesn't, but to me it does. And that's how I find peace. So then we hope that everyone is listening, that you can find your own peace and be more mindful. Hello?
Oh, is that it? Is that
um,
it? Okay, guys, that was all for today. This is the Focus Podcast. Hope you really liked it. If you have any messages for us or any comments or concerns about what we talked about today or any questions, you can message us on Instagram at mikee.mb or in a glass ball. You can just message us there and we'll try to reply as soon as possible. But that was all for today. Thanks for listening to our podcast, Focus, and we'll see you soon.